house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother Over the Top updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Kiza Hubbard. What up, girl? I hope you're having a great day and enjoying this season so far. And we want to thank you so much for your support. And if you guys want to be house guest of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. All right, so where are we at right now? Shelby and Jason are the co-HOHs due to this week's care package, which Jason received. So I just want to go through the safety ceremony / nominations format because it's a little confusing. So they're each going to be saving 2 people, one at each safety ceremony. And Shelby will be going first. So it's like Shelby picks somebody, Jason picks somebody. Ceremony over. Next day, Shelby picks somebody, Jason picks somebody. So if you do the math, 2 times 2 is 4. You've got the 2 HOHs, and then there's 2 people left over. So then at that point, Shelby and Jason will claim their nominees. And I know it sounds really silly, but it's important for POV purposes because if one of the nominees wins the POV and takes himself off the block, whoever the HOH is that is tied to that nominee, they will be picking the replacement. And as usual, if America's nominee comes down, there will be no replacement. All right, so because of the way the house is divided right now, they're basically each nominating someone from their own side because when you think about it, they're going to save 2 people, and they're pretty much obviously going to save 2 people from their side, and that's just going to leave 1 person left over. So that person is going to be nominated. So Danielle already comes up with a plan for the late night jamboree. She's like, crunching the numbers. And she's like, I got it. This is what we're going to do. So she tells Jason to nominate her. Now, there's a few reasons why she's doing this. I was like, damn, girl. First of all, you know, there's a good chance that Danielle could be America's nominee. So she's figuring, put me up on the block before they have a chance, and then we're opening up the door for hopefully a ball smasher to be America's nominee instead of another one of us. So then she's saying, also, I'm a really strong competitor and I've got a great chance of winning this power of veto, and then Jason will be able to nominate another ball smasher as the replacement nominee, which would mean there would be at least 2 ball smashers on the block, if not 3. You know, there could possibly be all ball smashers up there, depending on what America does. So then it's time to take this plan to Shelby. So Jason and Shelby are strategizing in the HOH room, and Jason suggests, hey, what if we each put up someone from our own side? I mean, what else are they gonna do? I mean, really. He does not give the real reason why he wants to nominate Danielle, but he's like, yeah, I've had my issues with Danielle, and she's this amazing strategist, and Shelby's just like, what? Danielle? Amazing strategist? Are we talking about the same Danielle? It's true, though. Danielle is really good at figuring out different strategies, figuring out the numbers for things, but the ball smashers haven't really seen that side of her yet. So Shelby's just like, wouldn't you want to keep Danielle around because she'd be easier to beat in the end than, say, somebody like Justin or whatever? And Jason's like, you know what? America would probably respect Danielle's gameplay if she gets to the end, so he wants to take her out. I think he really wouldn't mind if Danielle was to go, so when she volunteered herself, Jason was just like, yes, because she is a threat to his game. So then Jason's like, all right, we've settled on Danielle from my side. Let's talk about your side. So Shelby's like, I don't know. She wants to keep Morgan around because she feels like she can beat her in the end. So Shelby's saying it's going to be between Alex or Whitney to go up on the block for her. So then Jason's kind of like jumping on that Alex train, and he's telling Shelby how last week Scott and Alex were trying to make deals, trying to get rid of Whitney, and Shelby's like, oh, I didn't know this. So then Jason's suggesting maybe we put up Alex and Danielle together. They're both bad bitches, and, you know, why not put up the 2 power players against each other and see who sticks around? So Shelby's like, all right, we'll have to think about it. She's basing a lot, or trying to base a lot, on America's have-not selections this week, but that's not really going to work out for her. We'll get there later. So then Shelby fills in Alex and Morgan on the HOH chat that she had with Jason, and they don't believe that Jason wants Danielle out this week. I mean, you know, his motives, he's definitely lying about why he wants to nominate Danielle, but honestly, I think if Danielle went home, he wouldn't be that upset about it. But Alex is pissed when she hears that Jason is saying that she wanted Whitney out last week. She's like, he's twisting everything and we can't trust Jason or anything he says. So Alex, of course, believes she's the real target this week. She believes that every week, but she has good reason to believe that because a lot of times she is the #1 target. But yeah, she's not happy with Jason at this point. So Shelby is like, also, Jason let me know that Whitney did not make a deal with them last week. And he said that their group just took Whitney off the block because they wanted to keep her and defy Scott and Alex's wishes. They didn't want to let them run the house. And Alex is just like, I didn't want that. I was just pulled into that conversation. That was not me. Alright, so then it was time for the live diary rooms, and we got a couple of good little nuggets here from that. So Shelby, she's saying that she's going to put up either Alex or Morgan because they both have a good chance of winning the power veto competition, and then Shelby would get to put up the replacement nominee. So it's exactly what the other side is thinking too. Put up a strong player, hopefully they win the veto for you, and then you can put up somebody from the other side. Now let's talk about Danielle. She feels really comfortable going on the block this week, and whenever I see people who are like, yeah, I'll do it, like, you have a certain degree of respect for them, but at the same time, you're just like, no, you never volunteer to go on the block. So wouldn't it be crazy if she volunteered and then she went home? But she's really confident that her or one of her allies will win this power veto and use it on her, and she'll be all good this week. We'll see. Now let's talk about Alex. She's really nervous about potentially going up on the block. She's worried that she could be up there with Morgan, then they're not going to have the votes, somebody's going to go home, and it's going to suck for her. So her goal right now is to try to convince Shelby to put up Whitney in her place. On the flip side, Whitney is going to try and convince Shelby to put up Alex because she doesn't want to go up either. She reveals that she is still most loyal to Justin right now. She wants to keep rolling with those ball smashers as long as they'll have her. But again, she is most loyal to Justin. So if she's in a situation where Alex is up on the block and the numbers are there, she's going to take it and she's going to vote Alex out. Oh, snap. All right. Last but not least, we've got Jason. I mean, there were other people too, but these are the important things here. Jason says that he's going to be the most loyal to Chrissy. In the past, we've seen him answer that question with Justin, but he's realizing now we're getting to the end of the game here. Justin is very well liked, and he doesn't want to make the same mistake he did last season, which was going all like ride or die with people that could beat him or weren't good for his game. So he's like, yeah, I'm sorry, America, but I'm going to have to get rid of Justin at some point. He's not saying this week, but he's not going to be able to go to the end with him. And I respect that. I think it's good that he learned from last time. So, ungame related, the have-nots got to eat at midnight last night, and it seemed like it was going to be a pretty chill evening, and then it wasn't. There was some drama. Shelby and Morgan were in the bathroom area, and they were talking about how tired they are of Justin. They're just over it. You know, word has gotten around the house that Justin ate Reese's peanut butter cups while he was on slop, and he did this knowingly. It wasn't like he was just like, oh, should I throw up now? You know, that's always what they say, like, should I throw up now? No, he did it on purpose. He knew what he was doing. So they're pissed that the rules don't seem to apply to him because he just got a warning for that. He wasn't punished at all. Also, they let him nap all the time. They're letting Danielle nap. So they're like, what the hell is that all about? So then, after some more complaining, Shelby starts crying for multiple reasons. First, you know, all the rule stuff with the have-nots. Also, her HOH was taken away from her. She's really upset about that. She's also upset she didn't get a letter from her family. She got one from her friend Monica talking about burgers and getting drunk. At first she was like joking about that, but it seemed like it really upset her. Also, okay, Justin supposedly farted on her food, and Alex did not tell her about it. What? I have so many questions. Does anyone have a timestamp for that? Oh my god. Okay, also, she's feeling the pressure. Whitney, she feels like definitely turned on them. She waited until the have-nots could eat again to open her wine so that Whitney could have some. And then Whitney was like, I don't like this, and gave it to Justin. So she's like, oh man, Whitney definitely flipped on us. It's over. So yeah, she's also worried, of course, too, that she's going to be going home during the double eviction because she can't play in the next HOH competition. So Morgan and Alex are in there comforting her. But then, like, they split, you know, they go their separate ways, and Morgan and Alex are in one of the bedrooms, and Alex is just like, I'm so sick of, like, people crying and stuff. Like, really? You're freaking supposed to be allies with Shelby, but whatever. So Morgan's like, you gotta remember, we're in here, we already know each other, we're freaking sisters, like, not everybody has that comfort person, so it's different. Thank you, Morgan. Okay. So Shelby goes up to the HOH room, Jason's up there too, and he's just, like, joking around with her, but then he's like, are you okay? Like, you look like you've been crying. You alright? And she's like, don't ask me, I'll start crying again. So she's freaking out. You know, when, like, you're upset and you're holding it together, but then somebody's like, are you okay? And you're just like, no, I'm not freaking okay. So she's, you know, having a little meltdown up there, and he's comforting her. He is literally wiping away her tears and hugging her. This is Shelby and Jason we're talking about. I really feel like these two are going to be best friends outside of the house, but so far in this game, they've been like, because they're very similar. But anyway, she's opening up to him about how she was upset about her gag letter and the hamburger, and Jason is, like, calming her down. He's telling her it's okay, everything's fine at home. So then, like, after, you know, he wipes away the tears, they have a nice long game chat, and Jason is really emphasizing that Alex and Danielle are both huge threats. So he's like, we should just put them both up there. Let's just do it. So then, you know, they're talking through all these different scenarios, and then they decide to agree on some untouchables. So they each pick one person from their own side that the other person should not touch. So Shelby is like, I want to keep Morgan safe. Jason says he wants to keep Chrissy safe. We'll see what America says about that. But I think it's really interesting to see Shelby and Jason working this stuff out. I would love to see them work together after this whole house divide is over. So then this morning, the have-nots were revealed, and it's not really going to help Shelby out with her decision-making because America didn't even vote this week. There are only 3 people eligible to be have-nots. So Danielle, Alex, and Morgan, you screwed. You have-nots for the week. So it doesn't really give them any information about how America's feeling right now. Oh well. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you want to see up on the block? Who are you rooting for? Tonight is part 1 of the safety ceremony. Should be an interesting rest of the week. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. And until tomorrow, much love.